Proposed an inclusive national dialogue that will address challenges of governance that are being experienced in the country through a referendum. While addressing the media after his plan to attend Sabasaba rally at the historic Kamukunji grounds in Nairobi failed, Raila called on various stakeholders to form a forum that will come up with sustainable strategies to address the needs of the youth. Joash Onsare tells us more.
After failing to access the historic Kamukunji ground for the commemoration of the Sabasaba Day anniversary, ODM party leader Raila Odinga chose to address Kenyans from a hotel in Nairobi. Odinga claiming that he was unable to access the grounds due to the roadblocks in Nairobi's CBD.
Unfortunately, as you all know, circumstances, today the roadblocks all over town, which has made it difficult for people to move to Kamukunji. In the circumstances, I've decided therefore to talk to the media here at Serena.
And in the midst of the protests, Raila is calling for a national dialogue be subjected to a referendum. Raila is proposing an inclusive intergenerational national conclave to hear the people across all divides and come up with an irreducible reforms and changes necessary to take the country forward.
Such a national conclave must have a clear terms of reference and be populated and helmed by the most serious and sober minds in our nation. The proceeds of the national dialogue be subjected to a referendum.
Among the issues that he is proposing that the country urgently returns to is the agenda of comprehensive police reforms, focusing on enhancing accountability, transparency, and improving police-to-people relations. He says that the conclave envisaged comes up with better and sustainable ways for addressing transparency, accountability, and impunity, especially with regard to corruption, and ensuring that leaders are held accountable for their actions.
I propose an inclusive, intergenerational, national conclave to hear our people across all divides and come up with irreducible reforms and changes necessary to take the country forward.
The ODM boss is also proposing that the forum comes up with a comprehensive and sustainable strategy for addressing youth unemployment and expansion of opportunities for youth in the formal and informal sectors. He says that such a national conclave must have clear terms of reference and be populated and helmed by the most serious and sober minds in the nation.
That the country urgently returns to the agenda of comprehensive police reforms, focusing on enhancing accountability, transparency, and improving the police-to-people relationship. Your rogue police force that shoots people with impunity.
Raila, who started by giving a background of the Sabasaba liberation, noted that the biggest challenge facing Kenya today and into the foreseeable future is how to expand economic opportunity and lift particularly young Kenyans out of poverty, exclusion, and unemployment. He says that Kenyans are yearning for programs and leaders that prioritize economic inclusivity, social justice, and political freedom. Odinga noting that the country is yearning for a legislation that makes the institutions more responsive, programs that ensure adequate funding for services that touch mwananchi, changes that make our judiciary free, efficient, and progressive measures that make the executive more accountable and efficient. Acknowledging the challenge of youth unemployment, Raila has called out various stakeholders to combine forces and come up with strategies to serve the interest of the bulging youth population.
I propose that the forum comes up with a comprehensive and sustainable strategy for addressing youth unemployment and the expansion of opportunities for youth in the formal and informal sectors.
Raila had promised to personally lead the Sabasaba 35th anniversary at the historic Kamukunji grounds Monday. Joash Onsare, TV 47, Nairobi.
Moving on.